Hey, how's it going? Okay, so I guess on my last stream I sort of introduced this concept of Colossus Live and oh my god. That's typical. Oh, that would happen, wouldn't it? Brilliant. Um yeah, I guess that's what's happened. That's what happens when you don't have an actual webcam and you use your iPhone on a shelf as your webcam. Got to do what we can, right? Um Okay, so yeah, I introduced the idea of Colossus Live in my previous stream and introduced the song Bury Me by Hunters Cove, which is what I'll be looking at today. So yeah, I introduced the idea that I'd mix it on a live stream in a 3 hour time limit, which I'd break down into 6 chunks of 30 minutes with about 10 minutes in between just to have a bit of a rest and sort of not tire my ears out. It's a very real thing for those that don't really do much audio work. Like, obviously your ears get tired, you get ear fatigue, you stop able to hear details. So taking rest is really important. So it's important that I factor that in. Yeah. So I guess without any sort of messing about, let's switch over and have a look at what we're working on today. Okay, so just change that over to this view. There we go. Okay, so where we were up to last time was all the tracks have been imported. The reference track had been imported down here. I had a quick overview of the template. Sort of trim the fat, delete all the tracks that we don't need. There's obviously quite a few effects here, quite a few different reverbs, stuff like that we might not end up using. Like, we'll see how we get on. Yeah, and there's tracks here for additional drum samples, which I may or may not end up using. Oh, come on, Logic, don't be silly. What are you playing at? How funny would it be if Logic just crashed all day? It'd be typical, wouldn't it? It's fine, like, all the time, and then now it just doesn't want to work. Right, let me just make sure that everything's set up correctly, because right now it's not. In fact, no, we don't need an input device for Logic, so we can turn that off. Should be fine. There we go. Just check that's working okay. There's one more thing I need to do. Let me just
They're trying to take you on in your home, trying to bury you down.
Just check the sonar works. Yeah, there we go. Sorted. Okay. Yeah, so this software here is just software that corrects the output from my speakers. You can see this room I'm working in is really not ideal. Look, that's the left side compared to the right side. So there's this massive phase null, so the room is cancelling itself out completely at this frequency, which means I won't hear anything at that frequency unless this software is active, which balances it back out and hopefully fixes the problem. I like to think it does. It seems to. Certainly, like, it sounds like garbage in this room without that on, so these are all problems I'll be able to overcome when the new studio's finished. But I've also got that in Logic here as well. I had it bypassed, so if I had it enabled twice, it would be pretty counterproductive, or it'd be doing the same thing twice. It'd be too extreme, and it'd probably do more harm than good. So it's good that that's not a thing. Yeah, okay. So I guess it's hard to say the way that I'm definitely going to approach this, having not not challenged myself to mix a song in 3 hours in a while, and also I've not done it on a stream before, so I don't know how much babble I'm going to get into and tangents and just talking about stuff. But essentially, what I'm thinking is for the first half an hour, I'll work on balance. I'll just get a rough faders up mix, no EQ, no compression, just sort of bare bones and like a rough static mix, just to sort of get a feel for the track. Like I said before, though, most of it was recorded with the guys playing together in the room, so that shouldn't take me too long. You know, apart from the vocal, it's pretty much balanced as it is. It sounds great together already. So we go through that. You'll probably notice up here that I've not set the tempo. We didn't record this to a click, and I'm not going to tempo map it. There's no point. It's roughly 120 anyway. You can see these hits sort of lining up here. But the band ebb and flow naturally, and it sounds great that way, so there's no point in messing with any of that. May as well let the recording do what it needs to do when it needs to do it, and keep it as natural as possible. Like I didn't have to correct anything on this. There was no timing correction. I didn't pitch correct any of the vocals or anything. Like, these guys are on point. I don't need to. One thing I've not done that I should do, see down in this corner here, I wish I could draw on the stream, but see on my mouse circling around these tabs here for adding session markers. Well, I've not done that yet. Might just quickly have a listen through and do that. It's something that I really should have done on the other stream when I was prepping the session, but it's just one of those things. But again, those will latch to the project, which is going to be slightly out of time with the music anyway. So it's just like a rough guideline, I suppose, if I drop those in. Ugh. Water today rather than Corona. Just lock the iPad so I don't drain the battery. Okay, so yeah, let's do that. Let's have a listen through and see how it sits for now. And you know what? Let's start the timer as well. So this is my first half an hour timer, which I've not copied over. 1 second. I'm still getting used to this streaming stuff. It's all a bit bizarre. It's all a learning process. There we go. So if I do that and then do that, there should be a timer underneath me, and then if I do this, that timer should now be on. Great. Yeah, okay, half an hour's ticking, let's go.
Trying to take you on in your home, trying to bury you down, and unknown, trying to prize your hope apart and settle down comfortably on your battered heart. Don't you be holding this truth from me. Don't cover up my eyes so I can't see. telling you time is short and not cheap, carefully placing restraints around your feet, telling you things that they can do, and strength in holding their power over you. So don't you be holding this truth from me. Cover up my eyes so I can't see. Bury me with all of this evil that you.
Just gonna fix that. That didn't quite go right, did it? It's great when it works, but it doesn't always work, so. Oh, there we go.
Bury me with all of this.
One thing I'm gonna do before I forget is just quickly put everything on Do Not Disturb, because I've just noticed an email come through on the MacBook and that's not convenient. Same with the phone as well. I'm just going to kill the camera a sec. Uh-oh, timer is ticking. Oh, I can't do it on that because I need it. I want to just airplane mode it, but if I do that, I lose my camera because it's over Wi-Fi. So, yippee, yay technology. Cool. I think that's about where it was before. Anyway, losing precious time.
Bury me with all of this evil that you do. Bury me too. Bury me with all of this evil that you do. Bury me too.
Oh, it's done it again. I have to do it after where I want it rather than on where I want it. That's frustrating. Chorus. Verse. Oh, come on, there we go. Okay.
What is it that paints your crown of gold? Expecting that all of our passions will be sold. Expecting to see us on our knees. Disbelief and defeat in our end attack. So don't you be holding this truth from me. Cover up my eyes.
Oh, I'm such a doofus. Right, okay.
Holding this truth from me. Cover up my eyes so I can see. Yeah. Bury me with all of this evil that you do.
okay. It's good to hear that again and just sort of refresh it. Okay, so main things I noticed there was that the kick drum just sounds like a bit shit, for want of a better word. Like, I'm not overly impressed with how the kick drum sounds. It's a bit much for this kind of mix. How much of that is bleed into other things, like possibly the toms? Yeah, it's possibly that, which can be resolved by obviously gating the toms. There's two vocal mics going on, so I recorded this overed up here with a Neumann TLM 103, and then this one here with a Braun Panthera V.
Settle down comfortably.
Which are both excellent mics. They just had different characteristics. I don't know why I picked, I'll be honest with you. I mean, it was 5, 6 years ago. Jesus Christ.
Don't cover up my eyes. So not cheap.
But they're quite different in level, so that will need addressing.
So I can't see. Bury me with all of this evil that you do.
Okay, so let's.
Bury me
I reckon start with the vocals. I'm just going to solo the vocal boss and go from there.
Take you, trying to take you. Time is short. Time is short.
Cool. Okay, we'll go from that one.
Time is short and not cheap. Carefully placing restraints
Okay, so
around your
let's switch over to our mixer view. This never lines up
telling
properly. Look how
you
it's selected this
things
channel
that
strip here on
they
Logic, and then this
can
channel here on the
do.
Raven. It's like
in
bug.
strength in holding
Just
their
frustrate me a
power over you.
do this to
So don't you be
bring it a bit more central.
time is short and not cheap.
Cool. Okay.
Carefully placing restraints around your feet, telling you things that they can do.
Oh,
In strength,
Uh-huh.
in holding their
Raven has crashed.
power over you.
for God's sake.
So don't you be
It's got really
time
buggy with this
short
recent update, and it's just
and
a
not
bit of a
cheap.
pain.
Carefully
Where's it
placing
gone?
restraints around your
Come on,
feet,
Raven, no.
telling you things that they
There we go.
can do. In strength, in holding their
I love the Raven, but it is
power
pretty buggy.
over you. So don't you be time is short and not cheap. Carefully placing restraints around your feet, telling you things that they can do.
Mike's got such a good
In
voice.
strength, in holding their power.
But it sounds like he was a bit close on the mic there. Mic on the mic. There's like a bit of a boominess in the bottom.
Time is
It's a bit
short
woolly.
and not cheap. Carefully placing restraints around your
It's a bit of a
feet,
problem. So we'll just pull that out a little bit.
telling you things that they can do. In strength, in holding their power over
There's a bit of
you.
sort of nasiness as well.
So don't you be. Time is short and not cheap. Carefully placing restraints around your
Pull that down a
feet,
little bit too.
telling you things that they can do,
We'll check
in
with all this.
strength in holding their power over you. So don't you be.
Yeah, we don't need any of that. That can go.
Carefully placing restraints around your feet,
So that's before.
telling you things that they can
Yeah, it
do,
just sounds a little bit clearer, doesn't it?
in strength in holding their power over you. So don't you be. Time is short and not cheap. Time is short. Time is short. Holding this truth from me.
Okay.
Don't cover up my eyes so I can't see. Yeah, holding this truth from me. Don't cover up my eyes so I can't see.
Junk in the
Yeah, holding this truth from me. Don't cover up
Almost
my
like
eyes so I can't
That's not
see.
really grateful.
Me, don't cover up my
Pull that out a little bit.
eyes so I can't see. Yeah, holding this truth from me.
That band there
Don't
just sort of
cover up
sounds like
my
he's singing into a cardboard box.
so I can't
Obviously, we don't want
see.
that,
Yeah, holding this truth from me. Don't cover up my eyes so I can't see. Yeah, holding this truth from me. Don't cover up my eyes so I can't see.
Okay. Feel better about that vocal. Okay, so let's get that rough phase up next.
From me. Don't cover up my eyes
Just need to
so I
first-
can't see. Yeah, bury me all of this evil that you do. Bury me too. Bury me with all of this evil that you do. Bury me too.
Just gonna check something. I reckon they're out of phase. Huh, yeah, I would go into that section now. Yeah, definitely out of phase. So hear how much fuller it sounds when I hit this switch. Just straight away. So that is where the two microphones on the snare drum, the snare top, this channel here, and the snare bottom, this channel here, sort of working against each other. So say snare top is going like up and down, snare bottom's going down and up, and they're cancelling out.
From me, don't cover up my eyes so I can
That kick's got some boom to it. There's some sustain to that, isn't there? Boom. Decay on that kick drum's long. Okay.
Your feet
Come back to that.
telling you things that they can do, and strength in holding their power over you. So don't you be holding this truth from me. Don't cover up my eyes so I can't see.
Thanks, bro. Okay. So I'll same again to make sure the snare is in phase with the overhead mic, which it clearly isn't. So with that switch turned off there, snare sounds pretty thin. It sounds fuller than it did before, but if you flip this to invert it, and once again I've gone into a fucking soft section, that snare just sounds nice and chunky again. Phase is usually like the main problem for everything.
Down, down, and unknown, trying to prize your home apart and settle down comfortably on your battered heart.
I wonder if kick is in phase with hi-hats as well. Sounds like kick's probably fine, but yeah, kick's definitely quieter with it reversed, so we'll leave it as it is. I really do need to program a clear or solo button on here.
Telling you
Okay,
things.
so drums. What's this room doing? Okay, we'll leave that pretty low for now.
Cover up my
I'm not crazy about this kick out. There's like a weird ring to it. Sounds a bit nasally. And I'm not overly keen on this kick in general. It's a bit boxy. Why is my live video interrupted again? Well, looks like I'm having some stream issues. Technology great. The broadcast is not paused. Why are you telling me the broadcast is paused? Huh, okay. Put this onto a break.